This evening, the Nets are in Milwaukee following a loss to the Lakers at the Meadowlands last night, but they suffered an even bigger loss when Nenad Kristic went down for the year. Third kid delivers the long alley-oop pass to Vince Carter, who converts with the lay, and Nets on top 76-75 after down 3. Then Vince Carter launches for the tie, doesn't get it to fall. Lakers go on to win 99.
The Nets are inconsistent as a basketball team. Give credit when they're winning. It goes to Vince Carter. When this team is inconsistent, that means that Vince Carter has been inconsistent offensively. He has to step up and become more consistent, take pressure off other guys, make the game so much easier, but he has to be in an attack mode, putting pressure on the defense.
Okay, Mark, we're going to take a look at Vince Carter's numbers the last 7 games. His first 2, he averaged 36.5 points. His next 3, 11.7. And his last 2, he's raised it up again to 35.5. But, Mark, he's got to be more consistent.
And it's really not about scoring. You love to see him get 30. You love to see him get 40. You love to see him explode. It's about making plays, being a playmaker. You take a look at Kobe Bryant last game. It wasn't about Kobe Bryant scoring 30, 40 points. Had 24 points, but 10 or 11 assists, making plays for other guys. He made the game easier for a supporting cast. And Vince Carter has to have that type of mentality to set things up and make it so much easier for guys that are now limited because of the shorthandedness of not having Nenad Kristic.
Bucks and the Nets. Milwaukee.
The Bradley Center is ready for a festive pre-holiday atmosphere as the Bucks close out their 3-game season series with the New Jersey Nets. Milwaukee will try to avoid a sweep on FSN North tonight.
And it seems like the Bucks have had a hard time containing him and Carter. They've had mega games. Then they've had some of their big guys like Kristic, who is out now, have pretty successful games. They've done it by committee. One of those guys, and I keep saying this, that, you know, he may miss a bunch, but he's the kind of guy that can light his team on fire and hurt you also. Now, I expect to see Carter come out and be a lot more assertive offensively as well as Kidd.
Vince Carter has more fouls than points, and he has 1 foul.
And Jimmy, he's just not getting shots tonight. I have him 0 for 5. Is that?
What's up? What's wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh Boone with the rebound.
And good body. Oh, yeah, what a pass and catch.
That's how Carter gets on the board tonight.
Stay up on him. He wants that shot.
Yeah, see, here he goes now.
See, I'd say to Andrew Belly right up.
50 years of faces in the crowd, and one of the faces who was in the crowd back in his high school days, Vince Carter. Back on February 13th, 1995, Vince was an off guard at his high school in Daytona Beach, had a triple-double, 26 points, 16 boards, and 17 blocks as an off guard. At the time, Vince said it was pretty cool being an SI, but for the NBA, didn't he?
Yeah, he grew about 3 inches from that.
Season came on Wednesday night when they led Miami here by 33. Carter nails a triple.
Tough shot, clock going down, Rubens in his face. He can lean back. And I'm always marvel at that he's only 6'6", because he looks bigger than that and he plays bigger than that also because of his jumping ability.
He had 33 last night against the Lakers, outscoring Kobe Bryant by 12. Kobe held to 21.
Him also, what he said about Arenas when he went for 60. That's what Carter can do. Got to stay home on
the rookie from Arizona, showing what he can do here in the 4th quarter. Carter fouled by Villanueva. It's an and 1.
Too bad, because see, the Bucks got into that position twice on that exchange. Didn't foul the first time. This time, you're better to take Carter down and keep him from scoring than let him finish. But that's one where you think, well, I can just deflect the ball, but you get the foul.
Shots.
Kevin Garnett, 345 straight games in double figures. Vince Carter makes the list tonight with 53. He has 12 in this game. Michael Redd, of course, had that long run of 101. It was snapped when he was held to 9 recently.
Yeah, Carter had no points at halftime. Andrew trying to talk to the official about that call. I don't blame him on that one.
The Bucks still shooting very well, John, 54.9, which would be a season high.
And that's been the difference in the ball game, the difference in field goal percentage between the two teams throughout the game.
Carter with 15 second half points, scoreless in the first half.
Last one set this one up. That's their last foul to give, so now it's even in terms of shooting.
Yeah, Vince is saying I didn't touch him much, you know, and he didn't compared to the last time.
Compared to the signals and the hit your zipper in your belly and all that. I guess that was the play.
It's a great way to hit the holidays. For John McLaughlin, Bob Brainerd, and our entire FSN North crew in Milwaukee, I'm Jim Praske saying so long and good night from the Bradley Center. Coming up on My 24 Tuesday at 7 o'clock, it's the Bucks and San Antonio Spurs. Then we invite you to join us for more Bucks basketball on FSN North. A week from tonight, Saturday, December 30th, coverage begins with Bucks Live at 7 o'clock. Milwaukee Bucks basketball has been a presentation of FSN North. Coming up next, the Sports List.
The first line was Marley was as dead as a doornail, and so was Vince Carter in the first half. And that's something we talked about in the pregame, Mark, is that he has to be more consistent.
Well, there's no question, Chris. Vince came out, went 0 for 5 in that first half and did not seem to be involved in it. We had Nets assistant Tom Barese as our halftime guest, and we asked Tom about Vince, and he said to you, it's on Vince. He's got to do something.
And Vince seemed like going through the motions the first half. He's too good of a basketball player. We talked about it during the game, to allow the game just to come to him. This team needs Vince Carter to be Vince Carter. He has to be special on the offensive end, at least be aggressive. Was very passive in the first half. The Nets were passive offensively. They didn't get good things going to the basket. He is the guy that sets the tone for this Nets offense, and he let them down in the first half.
Not to put it all on Vince, who did come on late in the game, but when he is, as you say, passive, it puts the Nets in a hole, and they're down by 25. That's a long way to come back, although the Nets did make a run at the end, but you never had the feeling that they had a real shot at pulling it out.
And it's awfully tough to point the finger at one guy because, truth be told, it's not about their offense. They're getting smoked on the defensive end, giving up easy basket opportunities night in and night out. So it does not matter how spectacular Vince Carter and the cast is on the offensive end. They have to get some answers and some results on the defensive end.
Vince Carter's first half, what did you see there?
You know, they just kind of, you know.
We go back to Vince Carter here. We talked about it in the pregame. Mark Jackson and I did about how Vince Carter has to be more consistent. The past 7 games with Carter, he's averaged as high as 36 points and as low as 11 points. He was shut out in the first half. He had 18 points tonight, and here he is meeting with the media earlier today.
Was there a reason you weren't connected to the game in the first half, or you just trying to find guys?
Well, yeah, I couldn't hit shots, so I didn't want to force it. You know, I think 2 shots that I tried to force that, you know, didn't make, so I just tried to be a playmaker, just let the game come to me. Second half shot started to go, so I tried to be a little more aggressive than it's not working.
Is the defense inexcusable as far as you can see it, or is it going to be that way as long as Lawrence is going to start searching for combinations?
I mean, you can't make it as an excuse, but I mean, we're searching. We're searching on the fly, but you know, it's imperative that we get together quickly. So, you know, we just have to stay focused and just continue to keep playing. You know, we can't get frustrated over it. I mean, you're supposed to get frustrated over losses, but at the same time, it's a new day each game. So we just have to go back to the drawing board and get ready for the next one.
It's our Yogi and a Movie Christmas Day Marathon starting at 9 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a happy and healthy holiday season, everybody.